Top 5 Jordans that I would love to see retro soon. You guys know we get Jordan retros pretty frequently, and although it's nice to see new designs and some freshness, there's just certain pairs that I look at in my collection and I'm like, okay, I wish this was just slightly different, or they brought it back like this. If there's any pair that you want to see return soon, leave it down in the comment section. Okay, first up, and shout out to you if you know this box. You've been in the game if you have one of these Jordan boxes, and this one has seen absolute better days. The shoe inside deserves better, but it's one of the best. We have the classic Air Jordan 7 Bordeaux. The All-Star Game joint. This pair in particular is not the most recent retro that we've seen. This is from 2011, and I didn't get the newest retro because this one was holding up so well. This is a really important shoe to me because this is one of the first pairs of Jordans that I looked at like, okay, I can wear that in more of a menswear way. I can dress up that pair of Jordans, and I always thought that these worked well with my fall outfits. This is just one that I would love to see return because check that out. They're a size 11, and nowadays I'm rocking more of a 12 in Jordans. This pair did run big, so this essentially fits like an 11 and a half. I can still pull it off, but I would love to see it return. Continuing on, same theme. These are a size 11, and I need like an 11 and a half, 12. I really do. I tried to wear them recently and it broke my heart because it broke my toes. I'm gonna be alone on this. It's one of the best 13s in my opinion. It gets no praise from anyone else. I hardly see anyone talk about this shoe. So we have the Air Jordan 13 Wheat. Now the true color on this is elemental gold, and it's just a light tan. There was a bunch of other Jordan retros that had this flax color on them, and it's just a Jordan Timberland boot. And I just thought the whole theme and colorway worked the best on the Jordan 13. The suede on here is so nice. The gum bottom is a little bit different of a shade to make it stand out a tad bit. And then there's gold hardware on here. It's just a really nice pair of 13s. And this one is wishful thinking. It's probably not coming back. I went and tried to find a DS pair. They're obviously reselling for a good amount now because there just aren't many dead stock pairs going around. These came out in 2017, so it's been a little while, 7 years, but who knows? With the whole wider baggy jeans trend coming back into play, these would hit so hard. These would just be money. So crossing my fingers, but unlikely here. Next up, and one of the best shoes ever, period. You'll see it on my top 5 Jordans in my collection video soon. So good, take a look. That is beauty. The Air Jordan 6 Varsity Red. Some people will call these infrareds. This particular pair is different. The red hits that you see on there, it's done in a Varsity Red. The classic version is an infrared. This has one of the best outsoles of any Jordan retro in my opinion. Just look at that shape. That is an incredible pair of Jordan retros, and I feel like the 6 is a really underrated model. With the hype of Jordan 4s dying down, you kind of wonder about what's going to be the next it retro. 1s were it for a while, then it moved to 4s, and I feel like with the whole Reimagined thing, this pair is just prime to get that treatment. I would love to see this same material return, but maybe you could even do a nice leather. Maybe you do something like the Midnight Navy 6s. Who knows? There's just a lot of possibilities here. Okay, next up is a pair that I don't have anymore. I got rid of them. Enough was enough. My feet broke. Probably the most uncomfortable Jordan of all time, the Air Jordan 4 Fire Red. Now I'm sure some of you still have that pair, make it work. I couldn't do it, especially with everything that we know about Jordan 4s now. They have to have a good insole. You have to size up by a half at least, and that shoe just didn't work for my foot. So I got out. Even though it's a classic, I don't have it anymore, but I would love to see it return with good quality leather because the leather on that one, no good. And the fact that it had Nike Air on the back, that treatment deserved better. Could you imagine a fire red Nike SB4? Just a thought. Let me know if you guys would be into it. And then last, you already know, word on the street is that this shoe is coming back. I don't know if that's definite or not. I have so much to say. I haven't broken it out in a while, but let's talk about it real quick. More beauty. Take a look. Boom. Aqua 8, you already know the deal. And this pair was kind of along the same lines as the Bordeaux 7s for me because it was a classic that was outside of the Bulls colorways. There's so much red, black, and white in my collection. Anytime there's a good Jordan Retro that's outside of that colorway, I tend to be on it. Flint 13s are one of my favorites. Now, this particular release left a lot to be desired. These were in the outlets for a long time. It was an interesting shoe the way that it was received. I don't know if Jordan Brand was under the impression that this was gonna do major numbers and they didn't. There's always so many talking points with this shoe. Some people don't like that glitter on the midsole, some people do, but my biggest gripe is with the materials. And I don't know for a fact, I'm not an OG enthusiast, I don't know everything there is to know about Jordans, so I don't know what the exact material was like on the OG pair of this shoe. Maybe it was always this crappy kind of, this is Durabuck, I believe, is what they were referring to it at the time. It's just a crappy synthetic suede. But if you look on the toe box here, it's creased. It just creased really bad. It creased here vertically. Most creases are horizontal, so I feel like it's almost a material flaw. It also collects dust like crazy. So I would love to see these in full leather, reimagined. Glad to hear they're coming back. I just wish they had that reimagined treatment. Do me a favor, let me know down in the comment section which pair you would like to see return. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. And if you want to see how I'm styling these Jordans, go check out some of my lookbooks, some of my other content. I always throw these on feet and wear them differently than a lot of the other sneaker channels. So I appreciate you guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.